Hello, and welcome to this edition of Tiger Broadcast. I'm Emma Osterly.
And I'm Carly Roberts. On this edition, we'll take a look at how one shop in town is helping those going through a rough time.
We'll also explore a wild pastime of one of our teachers and how some are getting into the holiday spirit.
All this and more on this edition of Tiger Broadcast.
At school, you only get to see a portion of your teachers' lives. You may be surprised what one teacher does in their free time. Carly Roberts and I bring you this story. Trying to calm the craziness in our lives is something many students and teachers alike are trying to control.
I think a lot of times in life, we're not sure what direction we're going or if we're doing the right thing, and to have something that is tangible that you can see that you're getting better at, I think is inspiring in a way.
For one Lee's Lamont High School English teacher, Mr. Buxton, that tangible thing is mountain biking.
I probably started mountain biking 4 or 5 years ago. Growing up, I always spent a lot of time outside. I did more snowboarding and skateboarding and things like that. And so when I moved to Kansas City, that was one of the sports that I picked up.
Even though mountain biking isn't anything new to Mr. Buxton, he still has hit some bumps in the road.
I was going too fast off of the jump, and so when I thought the landing was going to happen, I was still probably 3 or 4 feet in the air, and my momentum was going forward, and so I went over the handlebars of the bike, and then instead of having the landing be wheels, the landing was my face and my head instead.
The moment was once frightening for Mr. Buxton, but he won't let that fear influence his life.
You have to do the things that are meaningful for you, that make you feel like life is worthwhile and purposeful, and the outdoors and exercise, that's something that's important to me. It allows me to be in the right mindset and right frame of mind for work, for home, and I think you have to have a balance of all of those things in life in order to be happy and fulfilled.
With this activity being such a large portion of his life, passing down his skills is something that is important to him.
So my son Teddy, he's 4. He can ride a bike without training wheels, and my daughter Frances, she's 6. Same thing. So they both like to ride bikes, and it's interesting seeing it from the parent perspective because I'm really worried about them crashing and getting injured, more so than I think about for myself. But I also think it's important for young people to learn to be independent. So trying to balance, getting them into the things that I like, but also making sure that they're safe and that they can make the right decisions to not get injured.
While he doesn't want the same thing to happen to his kids, the importance of being around family seems to overpower his nerves. Signing out for Tiger Broadcast.
The kind of rule for me now is keep the wheels on the ground.
This is Emma Osterly.
In this upcoming story, Michaela Humble and Abigail Fallis fill us in on how one company is taking action to support those who need it the most.
The world can be a scary place. Things go on every day that are often invisible to us.
It is in every community, it is in every suburb, it is in every neighborhood, it is in every school, it is in every church, it is in every organization and business.
Jeffrey Arbuckle is talking about human sex trafficking. According to DoSomething.org, it is estimated that internally there are between 20 million and 40 million people in the modern slavery today. While there are programs around the U.S., most don't fulfill the needs of the victims.
Most programs nationwide are very short programs, so they're 3 months, 6 months, even 9 months. We didn't feel that you could adequately heal and restore a survivor that has experienced that type of trauma in that time period. That's why you see high recidivism rates among those programs.
Restoration House is a facility located in Missouri that brings a unique opportunity for women who are survivors of sex trafficking.
So we developed a 3-year holistic residential program where survivors first, we get them healthy, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, nutritionally, physically. In the second year, they start a work study program, so they're actually involved in a micro enterprise where they're paid. And then they're involved in individual therapy, they're involved in group therapy, the communal living situation helps them learn how to live and to react to and be in harmony with others.
Some people don't know how to help, but it can be as simple as buying a cup of coffee. One new coffee shop located in Greenwood, Missouri aims to bring residents together to do just that.
The idea just came from a bunch of people just thinking of what could benefit Restoration House and how can we expand in the community and just people being involved.
We really needed a more predictable and consistent stream of revenue and resources because what we do does have a faith-based element to it. It does restrict us from almost all government subsidies, and so we really rely on the individual or small business or organizations in their financial support and donations.
After we cover our costs and pay our employees, everything extra goes directly to Restoration House.
Rehope Market and Cafe is a simple way to help survivors of sex trafficking. If you're in the area, be sure to stop by and make a difference. Signing out for Tiger Broadcast,
I am very passionate about it.
This is Michaela Humble.
If you or someone you know is being sex trafficked, there is a way out.
Text HELP to 233-733 or call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 888-373-7888.
In this next segment, Olivia McKee and Lena Nguyen tell us about one dance studio that is kicking off the holidays.
With the holidays right around the corner, families may be looking for activities to take on during this winter season. One local event is sure to boost the Christmas spirit.
Christmas in the Sky is a yearly show that Jackson County puts on, and it's where thousands of people come and they sit in front of a stage, and Santa comes and reads books to little children and gives them gifts.
We have everything from the Parade of the Wooden Soldiers to the Dancing Hippopotamus. We have beautiful lyrical numbers that we do. Santa Claus is in it. Frosty the Snowman is in it. Everything about Christmas that everybody would enjoy.
From hot chocolate to Santa's sleigh, there is more behind the scenes and dedication than what appears on the stage.
Monica and Mike both. Mike makes every single prop that we use, so he makes all the 26 boxes that spell out Merry Christmas. Mike puts a lot of work into making every single prop and making things run smoothly. And Monica came up with the whole show with her amazing imagination. The show would not be anything without her. She trains us all very well, and so we're well fit to pick up choreography quickly.
Working day and night to entertain the audience, the dancers from Monica's School of Dance put in the blood, sweat, and tears to pull it off.
The dancers prepare for 2 to 3 months beforehand, and the dancers are in several dances, and so it takes a lot of time for them to learn those new steps and that new choreography every year, and the kids work really hard at it.
My favorite part about the show, it's kind of entertaining the weather because it's always really, really cold, but I feel like it puts us in a better mood. And also my favorite part about the show is going out into the audience and interacting with the kids, because when we go out there as our soldiers, they actually think we're real life soldiers, and so it's really cute when you hear them say oh, Mommy, look, it's a toy soldier. It's just really fun getting to talk to them and getting to play with them.
No matter the weather, the scenery and performance makes this Christmas event better for all.
It's a magical experience every year. It's so great to go out there to Longview and see the Christmas show, and the kids get so excited. Not only the dancers there, but just the kids in the audience just getting ready to see Santa Claus and get ready for Christmas.
It's not just a show of dancing. We sing, we dance, we act. We have beautiful props, fantastic costumes, and of course, like I said, Santa Claus is in the show, which is the big hit of the show. If you like Christmas, you'll love to come and see my show.
Now that you are guaranteed to have something special to do for the holidays, stop by to see the action live for yourself. Signing out for Tiger Broadcast, I'm Olivia McKee.
An activity most do every day could help benefit people in a way you might not expect. Reporter Reagan Clark and photographer Tia Strout tune us into this next story.
Music is prominent in our world, but for some, it can be an escape to another one.
Nothing around me is there, it's just me and my guitar.
The feeling of just being able to express yourself through this medium of music and performance is so powerful to me.
The messages and the melodies speak louder than words.
When you hear a song and you hear somebody singing, the way they're singing can relay a message, that's how they're feeling, that's how they're going through.
In some cases, it's not just a feeling, but an emotional aid.
It wasn't until a few years ago when I was diagnosed with depression. For a while, I didn't really have medication for it, A lot of times, things that kept me going were the music I was listening to. There were times where I was just really depressed and I just couldn't get out of bed. To press shuffle on my phone, it made me feel better.
I was going really through like a really hard time. I just went to my basement and just started listening to that album. Actually really got me like thinking about everything. A lot of like this stuff is perspective, and so it really can help you shift your perspective from away from like I hate myself, there's nothing good about me, to more like I have people that care about me, I'm worth something.
In regards to the illnesses themselves, a misconception can be found with mental health.
I think one of the hardest things about mental health is that people expect you like to not have it when you do have it. So like if you have any kind of like depression or anxiety, if that's something you're struggling with, people just expect you to not struggle with that outside of just like dealing with it yourself. You feel like oftentimes you can't be depressed, you can't have like bad days because people are constantly coming up to you and they're like, oh, what's wrong, what's wrong? But then you don't have an answer because it's not like one thing that's going wrong.
But it's important to know one's worth in times of struggle.
It's really easy to isolate yourself and just pretend like no one cares about you, but really no matter who you are, there's going to be somebody out there that cares about you. Music, it's really just like, it's just an expression of life. And it's nice to sometimes realize that life isn't just like your depression, and life isn't just what you're going through. There are these really beautiful things that are worth living for.
Signing out for Tiger Broadcast, this is Reagan Clark.
There is a new attraction in town that has gained the attention of those who love to skate. Reporter Lily Walker and photographer Amaya House bring us this next story.
It's that time of the holiday season when the citizens of Lee Summit are on the lookout for activities to take part in. With a new addition of an ice rink in our city, people can enjoy the holidays just a little more.
My family's originally from Wisconsin, and we moved here a couple years ago, and we were looking for a place to ice skate and play hockey, and the one in Lee Summit opened up, and we've been going ever since.
The ice rink can be a fun place for some, but also a place for people to gather and have fun during this winter season. But finding the perfect location was key.
An ice rink was always talked about, an outdoor ice rink, and an amenity that the public could come out here and skate, other than just go down to Crown Center. So,
coming from a skating background, manager Ryan turned his passion into a popular site in the Kansas City Metro.
I played ice hockey from the time I was 7 through my senior year of high school. I helped coach some hockey teams throughout college. So I've been skating, and I was skating before I was 7. I mean, probably from the time I was 4 or 5.
As it turns out, Summit Ice has a little something for skaters, young and old.
So we've got public skating. We offer pond hockey. Or the holiday season, we'll have Christmas tree and overhead rink lights and Christmas lights and have a holiday atmosphere. The Saturdays in December from 7 to 9 p.m., the first 3 Saturdays, we'll have special events. So skate with Santa. So Santa Claus will be out here and you skate around the ice with him and get pictures.
Supervisor Joe Johnson thinks having so much to do is a bonus, but he likes several things even more.
Oh, it has to be the people, the kids. I love to see the kids where they act like they're real professionals and they go out there and they just kind of tiptoe around. You gotta love that.
Well, I think we've got a good family atmosphere. We've got the fire pits, we've got the rink lights. The rink is well lit. Friendly staff that knows is able to answer questions and help people out. We've got good quality skates for people to use. Gatorade, Amp energy drinks, coffee, different flavors of cappuccino and hot chocolate. We have s'mores, candy, chips, and then some pro shop items. You can rent helmets, you can rent sticks, you can get hand warmers, socks, gloves, those types of things.
If you ever need a place to go ice skating with friends or family, Summit Ice will leave you shivering with glee. Signing out for Tiger Broadcast, this is Lily Walker.
Thank you for watching this edition of Tiger Broadcast.
For short films, packages, and more, go to www.tigerbroadcast.com.
Or follow us on Twitter at TBTV8Tigers. Once again, I'm Carly Roberts.
And I'm Emma Osterly. Thanks for watching.
You have to do the things that are meaningful.
To adequately heal and restore a survivor.
The show would not be anything without her.
A lot of times, things that kept me going were the music I was listening to.
The kids, I love to see the kids